Dear 9th standard students, this is Rosama Miss. We are going to continue our biology lesson and we are going to study the third kingdom, that is fungi. So we are going to study about fungi. Now look into the pictures here. Fungi are a group of organisms which are heterotrophic, they are saprophytes and they are eukaryotic. I will tell you the meaning of all this. Okay. Now here some examples are given. First one is Rhizopus. It is a fungi usually grow on food materials like a bread, Rhizopus. It is also known as bread mold. Now another example is Aspergillus. Third example is Penicillium. This is Penicillium. From this fungus only the antibiotic penicillin is obtained. And this discovery is done by Alexander Fleming, a great scientist. And the fourth fungus, Agaricus. We all know this fungus, it is commonly known as mushroom. So Agaricus is commonly known as mushroom. Now let us see the characteristic features of this fungus. I have told you that is these are heterotrophic. So these fungi are heterotrophic, Heterotrophic, heterotrophic. So these fungi are heterotrophic. And the third one is, second characteristic feature is they are eukaryotes. And the third characteristic feature is they are saprophytes. So what are the three main characteristic features? They are heterotrophic, that is they cannot prepare food by themselves. Second is eukaryotes, they have a true nucleus. And the third characteristic feature is saprophytes, those organisms which feed on organic matter, they are called saprophytes. And these are not true plants because they are not green in color, they do not have a chlorophyll, they cannot prepare food by themselves. So they feed on organic matter, that is why they are called saprophytes. But like plants, they are having a cell wall. So they are having a cell wall. Animals are not having cell wall. So we cannot consider fungi as an animal. But like plants, they are having cell wall, but they do not have a chlorophyll or the green pigment. So these are the four important characteristic features, that is they are heterotrophic, they are eukaryotes, they are saprophytes and they have cell walls. Now let us see the structure of this fungus. You can see here, this is the picture of the Rhizopus or a bread mold. So this is Rhizopus or it is bread mold. And what are the characteristic features? So it is growing on a substratum. The third point you see, food source. Maybe a bread or any other organic food materials it will be growing. Then the structure consists of hyphae. So hyphae are not roots, they are doing the function of roots. Root-like structures growing on this particular substratum or a food source. And it produces straight hyphae. So straight hyphae, these are the straight hyphae, and that produces, you can see, round structures. These are called as sporangium. It is called as sporangium. When the sporangium matures, small grain-like structures called as spores are produced, and these spores falls on again some food source and grows into a new fungus. So in this way, fungus grows on organic matter, and when they grow on food materials, they spoils the food materials. You can see inside coconuts it will grow like a reddish color, or pickles etc. It will be growing, it will spoil the bread. Like that it can spoil food materials also. Now sometimes a fungus and an alga. Algae are small green plants. That is, fungus and an alga, they combine together, live together in an association, and this is called a lichens. This type of an association is called a symbiosis. symbiosis. So a fungus and an alga combines to form lichens. This type of an association is called a symbiosis. So what is symbiosis? In a relationship, when both the organisms are benefited, it is called a symbiosis. The hyphae of fungus absorbs water and minerals for the alga, and algae are green plants. They have chlorophyll and they prepare the food material. The food material is shared between fungus and alga. So alga can live on fungus. That means alga gets the shelter, whereas fungus in turn gets the food prepared by the alga. So such a relationship between a fungus and an alga is what is called a lichen. This is an example of symbiosis, a symbiotic relationship between an alga and a fungus. This is what is called a lichen. And lichens can grow in anywhere, on the soil, on the crevices of the rocks, on the bark of a tree. You can see on the bark of a tree, you can see this is the alga, somewhat greenish, light greenish in color, prepares the food material, and inside the hyphae of the fungus will be there, which is attached to these branches. So such a kind of an association is what is called a lichens. So please remember the characteristic points of the kingdom fungi.